Before we proceed to the master's degrees, I now have the privilege of introducing two graduating seniors to address the class, and I'll call them up together, Andrew Burt and Ellen Huffman. Andrew Burt. Andrew is the president of the Wagner College Student Government Association, a business administration major, and a history minor from Cross Lanes, West Virginia. He has been actively involved in the Student Government Association since he arrived on campus, serving first as a senator and later as a vice president of campus events, before being elected president. Andrew is the chair of the Senior Week Committee, a member of the Senior Gift Committee, and been a peer leader for orientation and a member of the Marketing Club. He's been recognized for his campus leadership with the Student Government Association Award and the Leader on the Horizon Award. And he published an article in the Wagner College Forum for Undergraduate Research about farmers markets and gentrifying urban areas. On weekends throughout his college career, Andrew has consulted in the equine industry, working with students who compete on the international equestrian circuit. For the past year, he's interned at Richmond University Medical Center, and he has recently accepted a full-time position in their marketing department. He will return to Wagner in the fall, begin working on his MBA in healthcare administration. Ellen Huffman, a graduating women's golf team member from Lima, Ohio, is graduating with a major in business administration with a concentration in accounting. Not only has Ellen successfully balanced the demands of her curriculum with a 4.0 grade point average all 4 years, she participates in the Division I athletics and is actively involved in her sorority, AO Pi, having served as Vice President for Administration and the recruitment chair. She's also a member of the Accounting Society and a peer tutor. She's been recognized for her academic achievements with Wagner College's Business Administration Award, and she last night received the Donald W. Spiro Award, the highest award we give for academic achievement at Wagner College, and next year she'll be returning to Ohio to accept a full-time position with Deloitte in accounting. Andrew, Ellen, please come forward.
Thank you, President Grassi, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2014. It is my honor to stand here today representing the graduating class of 2014. Serving as your student body president over the past year has allowed me the opportunity to meet so many of you and get to know you on a personal level. We are all here while we are here to celebrate our accomplishments that we have collectively achieved and all the hard work that we have put into receiving our collective degrees. We are now entering into the next chapter of our lives as the time together is coming to an end. It is time that we take all that we have learned and transform it into the real-world implications throughout our professional careers. In no way am I qualified to give anyone here today advice on how to live their life. So instead, I'm going to share with you a quote from Tom Petty that I've had with me throughout my entire college career. "You have 4 years to be irresponsible here. Relax. Work is for people with jobs. You'll never remember the class time, but you'll remember the time you spent wasted hanging out with your friends. So stay out late, go out on a Tuesday when you have paper due Wednesday, spend money you don't have, drink till the sunrise, the work never ends, but college does." This quote has stayed with me throughout my college career. While it might seem odd coming from the student body president during a commencement speech, I strongly believe that it delivers an important message to not just the graduates, but everyone here today. It reminds us to not take life for granted. No one is promised forever. You must enjoy the time you have with your family and friends while you have the opportunity. Life has a way of working itself out if you just allow it. The quote concludes with the statement, "The work never ends, but college does." This is where the quote fits perfectly with my fellow graduates today. Our time at Wagner College is coming to an end. We're preparing to enter into the next chapter of our lives. While no one dream here today is the same, I have no doubt that we'll be working countless hours to achieve our dreams. Remember to take time for yourselves and your friends along the way. My favorite accomplishment story is one of renowned country music singer Martina McBride. Like so many others chasing after their dreams, she spent years working towards her goal and what seemed to be little success along the way, yet never lost sight of her goals. Her husband, who also worked in the country music industry, spent time one summer touring with Garth Brooks as a music technician. at the height of his career in the 1990s. Martina landed a job selling t-shirts for the concert so she could be with her husband. On a hot summer day during a live performance, Garth Brooks noticed a small woman carrying large bags much larger than her of ice so that the speakers would not overheat. At the end of the concert, he asked who she was and asked to meet with her. After years of preparation, she finally had her opportunity to prove her talent. Within no time, Martina was opening concerts for Garth, signed a record deal, and is now one of the top performers in country music. I find it fitting that after all her preparation, her big break didn't come while she was singing, not while she was on the stage performing. It happened while she was going above and beyond the call of duty to help someone else out and expected nothing in return when she thought no one was watching. While we celebrate our accomplishments we have made here today, we must also remember to take a moment to thank those who have supported us in getting us here. The Wagner College faculty and staff have provided us with the guidance, support, and encouragement. Thank you to the professors who took the time to teach us lessons that expanded beyond the classroom, like Dr. Moran and the Expanding Your Horizons course I was able to take this year in Hawaii, where we not only studied the Hawaiian healthcare systems, but also the Hawaiian way of life through the Aloha spirit, and also Dr. Anderson, who's retiring this year, who I had the opportunity of taking 4 times throughout my college experience. I would like to take a brief moment to thank everyone in my life who has supported me and made it possible for me to stand here today. Thank you to my grandparents who have always supported me in my every decision, and beyond my biological family, to a group of people that truly embody the African proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child," John and Diana Reynolds, Jeannie Jordan, and my late Mama Phyllis. Thank you to my fellow senior SGA executive board members, Christina Brunetti and Gary Giordaro, for both going above and beyond this year, not only in their work, but as friends to me. My roommates, Sean, PJ, and Drew. It's hard to imagine that life without you guys next year and not waking up with you each day. You always reminded me to enjoy my college experience and take time for myself because our time at Wagner College was short and now it is over. To one of my best friends, Sam Alder, thank you for coming to graduation today just to hear me speak. Adriana Perry, for pushing me every day in the classroom and taking every college class with me while sharing your textbooks. It was nice because I didn't have to pay for them. And Stephanie Misch for always being a friend. To the entire graduating class and all the friends I've made along the way throughout this journey, thank you for the experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm not done. In every walk of life, you will meet people that you'll never encounter again. Seize the moment to make an impact. Let every encounter be purposeful and meaningful. Class of 2014, you have a bright future ahead of you. As you embark on this journey, be prepared to embrace the unexpected. Face adversity with determination and resiliency. Be grateful for the opportunities you've had and do not dwell too long on the opportunities missed. Finally, I would like to conclude with a quote of Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than the things that you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from safe harbors, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. I would also like to take a moment to point out that who would have thought Ohio and West Virginia would be speaking at a New York graduation. Your next speaker is Ellen Huffman, and she's probably the most elegant person I've ever met. So thank you, Wagner College, and congratulations, class of 2014. Y'all take care.
Hello, thank you, Andrew. It's great to be up here with him, probably the only person from a smaller hometown than me, so we're in good company. Good morning, administration, friends, family, and of course, the class of 2014. Yes. It's a wonderful day here at Wagner College, and I am so proud to be just a small part of it. When I was asked to offer a few words at our commencement ceremony, I must admit I was a bit nervous about the prospect. I had once heard Jerry Seinfeld say that the #1 fear in the United States was public speaking, with the #2 fear being death, which I guess means that if you're at a funeral, it's better to be in the casket than giving the eulogy, but thanks. But nerves can be good. Anxiety and stress, they can be good if we use and channel them in the appropriate way. We feel them at monumental points in our lives, like when I decided to attend Wagner College. From the great yet small city of Lima, Ohio, I came to Wagner for 2 reasons. First, I'd always loved the idea of living and growing in New York City. And while my 18-year-old self didn't quite understand it at the time, there is something magical about your ability to connect what you learn with where you learn it here at Wagner. It's also true that I came to Wagner to play golf. Golf is a very unique sport. In most sports, the faster you run or the quicker you react, the better you perform. In golf, it's the opposite. You have to slow down, confidently visualize your goals, and clear your mind. The most difficult time to control these nerves and anxieties is undoubtedly before a round, not during. In my 10 years of competitive golf, I realized that any successes stem from the ability to focus and use that nervous energy to fuel success. As I stand before you today, I feel the same nerves, and not just from my fear of public speaking. I'm nervous because I know that when I walk off this stage with my diploma, I'm no longer an undergraduate student. I'm a graduate of Wagner College. But those butterflies tell me, they tell us, that while we might not know where we'll be in a month or a year from now, we will be ready to channel any doubts because of our time here at Wagner. Over the past 4 years, we've acquired a distinct set of skills that have prepared us for this moment and for our future. We have faced rigorous academic challenges that will serve us for the remainder of our intellectual lives. Our professors and peers have coaxed us to do our very best, whether in the classroom, in the lab, or on stage. We've seen some of the best competition that institutions have to offer. As a class, we've won conference championships, have earned internships and jobs in one of the most competitive markets in the world, and boast one of the top theater programs in the country. And undoubtedly, we've met people so vastly different from ourselves and managed to coexist, respect, learn from, and love them through the process. But you guys know what your skills are. My classification of your experiences changes nothing. Now, I understand that these types of speeches often have an element of advice to them. Why anyone would want advice from a 22-year-old is beyond me. But inside all of us lurks a commencement speaker just dying to get out and to expel our advice to a bunch of 22-year-olds who might need it. So I wanted to compose a list of 10 pieces of advice I thought you all should hear. But unfortunately, I only have 4 pieces that I could think of. So, number 1, on your first day of work, pack a little bag of office supplies you might need. Pens, sticky notes, a stapler. My older siblings, who are both certified public accountants, have assured me that I will have no idea what I'm doing at my first job for the first few months. But I think having my office supplies on the first day might make me feel a little more prepared. Secondly, surround yourself only with those who make you a better version of yourself. Friends will come and go, and geography and lifestyle will pull you apart. But there are a few with the ability to build your character, and for them, you must work hard to bridge those inevitable gaps. Third, the real troubles in life are bound to be things that we have yet to experience. Golf and Wagner have taught me that worrying about our problems is usually a lot worse than what our problems really are. So never squander the present moment with that fear of the future. And lastly, be careful whose advice you take. The best advice I've received have been from the experiences of friends, family, and professors, not from some BuzzFeed article posted on Facebook. Many of those people are here today, and for that, I am forever grateful. I'm nervous because I'm not sure what the future holds, but the unknown is much less frightening once we are within it than while we are anticipating it. We are at a tremendous point in our lives. Focus your worries, doubts, and fears that evolve when thinking about your future career, your finances, or who you might fall in love with. Fuel your success instead, because we are Wagner College graduates, and it's time to face our fears. Thank you.